Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day so far. This is something that I'm trying out. I've been doing it for the last couple of weeks and it's all centered around answering people's questions when it comes to the comments underneath my videos. So let's get straight into it. So you should be able to see my screen. Let's go into the community tab. If I'm looking this way, it's because I'm looking at the screen. So the first thing is, I've saved a lot of videos to watch later. Your content is raw and real. Thanks for sharing knowledge. Really appreciate this. Also, I'm glad you're enjoying the content. And I'm also going to say thank you for writing this. It has made my day. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. So let's reply to that. Next one. I'm just going to like this because this is another sort of ad. Love your breakdown of the core growth and learning buckets for a portfolio career. Do you use any automation tools to streamline applying for contracts or new gigs within those buckets? That's a great question. So first of all, when it comes to the whole, let's say, for example, let me go to the other screen so you can see me really. So when it comes to the core bucket, the growth bucket, and the learning bucket, that was developed because I started to feel a bit flat. I've had a lot of things happen in my life in the last, well, I was going to say 6 months, let's say 18 months or so, when it comes to losses in family, just a whole bunch of stuff. And so what I did was I sat down and I started to actually have a conversation with myself. I recorded myself on a solo Google Meet and I used the transcription and put that into Gemini and I got it to go back and forth to really break down what are my core values, which are the values that are important to you, the things that are important to you, your means values, the things that drive you and help you make decisions, and your ends values. So these are the things that you're aiming to do in life. And so I realized that my core values and my means values were very like positive but bullish by nature and were stopping me from getting some of my ends values, such as, you know, well-being and peace and family and connection and all that kind of stuff there. And so I realized that yeah, something needs to change. And so thinking about all of these different values and thinking about my life, I wanted to coordinate my day based on the core bucket, the growth bucket, and the learning bucket, which I'm starting to call leverage. And so thinking about all of this stuff, there is a specific time during the day where I do core activities because of my daily bread. There's other times of the day where I do my growth activities. And then the residual time is for the learning. And so do I use this time to automate anything else? Well, if I have to learn this and I have to build something, then there's no rush for me to employ any sort of like, I would say AI solutions to essentially find stuff if I'm building it from scratch. If I'm using a solution that's been made already, which I don't, then of course I don't have to go into the learning bucket. What am I basically saying here? I don't use any automation tools to basically look for contracts and all that kind of stuff. Why? Because I recognize that actually me as a person is what people need. Now, don't get me wrong. I could use and I have used things like Perplexity to see what the market is saying. And yes, I guess you could use these things to see if there are job openings. Of course, I know ChatGPT has these agents now where it can do the heavy lifting for you. So there is a way in which you can do that, and maybe I should explore that more. But because I understand my industry, because I understand, you know, speaking to people and understanding the nuances from a human, I rely more on that. So hopefully that's answered your question. And so in order to come back to this, what I'm going to say to this is, I'm going to say, thank you very much. These buckets were born out of a rough time, should we say. In terms of the automation element, I don't use automation to find contract opportunities per se. However, I may use AI to determine what the market may be saying, but I prefer speaking to humans, i.e. recruiters and other contractors and hiring managers, in order to gain the insights that I need. So of course I'm going to have to edit this in some ways. And of course I don't like to sound flat. We're born out of a rough time, should we say. And I'm going to do lots of laughs. In terms of automation element, I don't use automation to find contract opportunities. However, I may use AI to determine what the market may be saying, but I prefer speaking to humans. And then IE hasn't quite got that yet. Recruiters and other contractors and hiring managers, and yes. Hopefully that helps. So next person. Look at the job adverts. Someone unable to speak English, working 60 hours a week in a warehouse, minimum wage, can make more than a qualified engineer or IT professional salary with 5 years experience working full time. It's a joke. I hear what you're saying. I hear exactly what you're saying, and it's a difficult situation that we're in because you're having individuals who have not grown up here or who've come here on a student visa or work visa, and they may be doing much better than the incumbent individuals who reside here. Life isn't fair, you know. It is what it is at the moment, and of course, there are loud voices and there are a lot of people who are saying stuff, and so I have empathy, I have sympathy. All we can do is think about how we can approach the situation the best way possible. You know, that's all I can say to that. So thank you for your comment. I think it's Damel004. Next, we have So True. I am the highest performing AI engineer on my team, both in terms of output and business value of the things I create, but less skilled and contributing people get promotions over me. Yes, I have autism, so I can't really learn how to lead and inspire. I try to make the most of it. At least I solve complex problems and generate revenue like no one else. But you forgot the other option. Start your own business and sell something that generate value. That's what I'm gonna do. I need leaders. I'll hire them later. Oh, I love this, man. So thank you, Sorvex9. This is really good. So I'm gonna respond to this and say thank you for this comment. I really appreciate it. I'm actually filming a video now which will be released this Sunday. And what I want to say is I love the mindset at the end. Start your own business and sell something that generates value and then get the leaders that you need later. So that is the sort of abundance thinking that we need, especially within this country. So thank you for your contribution. I really love the energy there, seriously. And I think this is what we need in the UK. We need this. I forgot, I'm not even sharing the screen. We need this sort of like enthusiasm and energy and everything else, because if we don't have this, then yeah, it's going to be dire because productivity is really low in the UK at the moment. So I'm going to say this, and then Sunday, and what I want to say is I love, yep, I think this is perfectly fine. For those who want to see their comments before, so Damel004, this was the comment there. And also this is the other comment from AI_job_search_with_Linabot. Linappbot. That's interesting. Okay, next thing. So we have, I also think the job market is up to you as a person to do whatever it takes to break through. If you're working remotely, you should start a side gig or try to make a hobby a business. So this is from Deputy Chief Whip. Love the name, man. These names are so creative. And so I hear what they're saying. I think what this person is saying is this is about personal agency, you know. And I think if we have that right level of personal agency, we're not worrying about the market. We're not worrying about what's happening. Now, don't get me wrong. We can't pretend the market doesn't exist. There are driving economic factors. There are driving social factors. There are driving political and geopolitical factors. However, if we are in the right space and we have the right mindset, there is something that we can do. And so if you start to trudge along with the whole energy that the UK is feeling right now, it's going to be a bit of a techie one, isn't it? So I hear what you're saying loud and clear. I really appreciate that. And thank you for your contribution. Next thing, this is from Nella Rose. So I'll say that no matter what the argument is, not being reliant on a car will almost always be the best financial decision. I also think people are too nosy. If you don't work from home, don't look for reasons why it sucks. I hear you. I hear you. So this is in relation to full hybrid work myths that are killing your productivity. So all of this kind of stuff there that I spoke about, when did I post this? 2 months ago. Just goes to show how great I've been catching up. But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. Really love the comment. I'm going to say, I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear. Lovely. And then, because I have this open, I'll have this, and I'll just paste this like this. Perfect. Next, we got a nice thank you from Casobentaya8353. I'm so sorry if I've butchered your name. This is on Stand Out Becoming an Authority. Next one is, this is gold, mate. Thank you for the value you provide. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. This is in relation to this for uh, four whys high performers stay stuck in 2025. So technical skills doesn't mean it's greater than leadership potential. I think being a leader, which is really good communication, how to speak to people, and know how to create a good vibe and culture is really important. Emotional intelligence is the game changer, so that really all links with all of that stuff there. You're speaking the wrong language, so understand who you're speaking to and speak that way, so to speak. I'm not saying change who you are, but I am saying understand your audience, and you've become irreplaceable in the worst way. So the more you deliver technically, the more you're boxed in. And that was me for many, many years. And this is why I just needed to jump out and start consulting and contracting. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. I'm going to say much appreciated. Much appreciated. And then I'm just going to do this. Can't have a laughing face because that would be weird, wouldn't it? Okay, let's move on to the next one. So Tech Bricks 5,300. So I employed two people once. They out more effort into stories and sulking than the job. Okay, I'm autistic and that was my first experience of quiet quitting. Sorry about that. I had a drone business before the pandemic. Ooh, I can see that, and they were lifting off around then. I'd actually be a millionaire now, but silent quitter wanted free money from the disabled lad and blamed me for their own inability to keep themselves occupied. It's a tough business. It's a tough business. It's a tough business, and I'm sorry that you had to encounter this. Hopefully, there may be some new opportunities for you in the future, but this does highlight that you definitely have the potential to create something new in the future. Hopefully, it works out for you the way you want it to. So, yeah, really sorry about all of that stuff. But thank you for sharing your experience. I'm going to say thank you for sharing your experience. Yeah, I really appreciate that. This is another guy with a cute. I'm gonna start banning this guy because he keeps on posting stuff. Anyway, same person. AI underscore job underscore search with underscore lin app bot. Your insight on targeting outside IR35 contracts and leveraging AI for efficiency really stood out. Do you recommend automating job applications to manage contract hunting alongside using AI tools? Look, I mean, you're gonna have to experiment and test, okay? And if that works for you, then do it. But that's not the approach I take. You know, I like to. I know we get to a point where AI is just going to take over at some point. I don't know if that will be now because some people may say there's a bit of an AI bubble and/or inflation. However, I've never needed it, and just because loads of other people are doing it right now, that just may create the Gustave Le Bon effect. If you've ever read the book The Crowd, it's an old book written in the 1900s at some point, and actually, you know, everyone starts doing the same thing, and you're canceling out the opportunity to be separated, okay, to stand out. And so I think I've answered it above. I'm not really going to answer it again. Well, I could do actually. What I'd say is, no, I don't really use AI tool and automation to find the opportunities, but if it works for you, then stick with it. My approach is slightly different, and I may tailor towards that in the future if it makes sense. So I'll just stick to that and see where we go. Next one, we've got fascinating insight and valid points. I think certain things we are in control of, but some are outside of control. We are all different. I think it's a really good point. You know, I think it's important to note this. And what I would say here is that you're 100% correct. We all have different experiences and we all have different perspectives. And how we react to the market is fundamentally what determines our decisions, destination, and destiny. So everyone's secret sauce is not going to be the same, and how we interpret things are going to be different. So I totally understand it. It's for us to understand what our strengths and weaknesses are so we can identify our opportunities and threats. Perfect. I think that's a good shout. So let's reply to that. Let's do two more. As a developer, my non-negotiable is the ability to work in a location of my choice. Of course. I will not be forced into an office environment ever again. I would rather be unemployed than forced to work in an office environment. I have built up a nice little side hustle through COVID, which means if I were unemployed, I would be able to cover my main bills 100% through this side gig. Super well done. I just want to say so. I just want to say super well done. Thank you for your contribution to this post, and it is extremely amazing that you're able to set up your side gig. All the best. This is great. This is what I love to see. Portfolio career at its best. He took the opportunity and he didn't waste time at all. And this is what he's doing. He's got his own side gig. I'm going to say feel free to share your business in the comments. Perfect. So let's do that. And I think this is, let's do a few more. I've got some time. So thank you. You give sound advice. I really appreciate it. I want to know what advice I gave. So I said here, true empowerment begins with taking agency over your life 100%. Don't wait for the system to fix itself. Define your non-negotiables, assess your energy, and create a plan that reflects your priorities and aspirations. Empowerment. Let's go. Don't let anyone bully you. Don't let the system make you think you can't do anything. And if you need to move, change different perspectives, speak to different people, stop certain things, stop spending stuff, you have to be aggressive and extreme with it. Because if you're not, I'm telling you, it's getting harder. So you have to be that way. I'm going to say thank you very much. Thank you very much. Perfect. Of course, we don't like to be robotic here. We like to be human. Fantastic. Let's go. We've got Mad Fun Kids. I love it. And I think this subscriber has, well, I don't know if they're a subscriber, but it's commented before. It said here, thank you so much for all that you're doing. Oh, I really appreciate that. That hit me nicely. This is part of protecting and rebuilding anew with joy. However, it takes its toll. We appreciate you and your families, many patient days and nights and long time sacrifices. Prioritize health, rest, and restoration surrounded by patience and family love. So I'm going to say thank you very much for this lovely and endearing message. I'm actually recording this response on my video to be released this Sunday. I just want to say thank you very much for the encouragement and the support, and I'm very much going to take heed of your advice. Have a fantastic week and weekend, and stay blessed. Perfect. I was going to say see you soon, but I've never seen him in person before. So thank you very much. Yep. Let's do that. Let's leave it like that. God bless you, man. Thank you very much. We live in very weird times when coming to work and doing your job is called quitting. 100%. I don't deny this. But yeah, that is the reality of the situation. So all we can do is all we can do. It's such a shame in many different ways, shapes and forms, but this is where we're at. I think I'm going to leave it there. For some reason, the screen went off. So don't know why that happened, but I'm sure it was on before. So this is the response I gave to Mad Fun Kids, just to come back to it. And this is also the response I gave to Monica Basalowska, I want to say 6793. Sorry if I've butchered your name. I really, sorry for that. But yeah, this is everything I've responded to. So again, you'll get more responses next week. Of course, the more comments I get over time, the more sort of like of these sessions I'll do. So hopefully this has helped you. If you want to see more videos centered around topics like this or centered around independent consulting, contracting, and portfolio careers, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell. And as always, my friends, understand, reach, and expand. Peace.